Hello, hello. I am sorry for being red-faced. I just had a happy little cry. I typically don't have sad cries. I just sort of got overwhelmed. Like I'm looking around and I'm seeing like there's a stack of packages for Morton, cards for Morton. Shoo. And then I gathered up my stuff for the flower pressing that we're going to be doing. And I just sort of lost it for a minute when I looked at this. Morton bought this in Scotland for me. I think one of the very first times we went in a charity shop. And a charity shop is like our thrift stores over here. And Morton saw this and he said, "Oh, that's a flower press. Do you want it?" And I love it. And tonight we're going to press flowers. I have flowers in here, so I'm going to turn this around. Laura, yes, if you have a card to send Morton, please do. I want him on Saturday just to feel like he's home. I want him to feel like a little boy at Christmas, getting to open up all the stuff. I'm going to turn you around and show you what all we're getting up to tonight. We're going to press some flowers. So look at that. The whole stack of stuff on the chair and below the chair, the big box, it's stuff you've been sending in for Morton. Morton's not going to believe me when I show him all this stuff. I'll take a picture of it tonight. You guys you blow my mind. Every single day, you blow my mind. Okay, so I picked in the garden. I did not go down and get the lilacs because Jimmy came up to put the recliner together for us. So I didn't get out to the garden, but I have beautiful things here that we're going to press. All of these are going to be pressed, but first before we press these, we need to empty. You have no picture or sound? Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you, Tracy, for saying that. Yay, you have your flowers ready. Okay, now the things I don't have here, let me just reach behind me and I'll grab one. I don't have a book, so here's one here. Look, I just grabbed this off the shelf and look what it's called. Wonderful Things Happen. Yes, they do. Oh my gosh, I'm going to read this book tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the book. Wait, if I'm going to read this book, I got to get a different book. I'll just show you quickly. Thank you. Summer became number 36 member on the team. Thank you. So, what we're going to do, first what we're going to do, I'll show you how to press, but first I'm going to show you, this is the press that Morton bought me in Scotland. I think it was one of the first things he bought me, maybe even the first. And thank you, Lisa, for the heart in me. Morton's coming home Saturday. He better. He's doing so good. Unless something would really go wrong weirdly, Morton will be home with us on Saturday. And he's doing awesome, but whenever you have surgery like that, he's not all out of the woods because, you got your lungs. His lungs are sounding good and doing good, but he can always get a blood clot. But hey, I only got room for positive in my life. He'll be home on Saturday. So I'm going to take this apart and show you how this works. So it's pretty easy. Morton and I had made these then. We made some of these. We might actually, that might be a good project for me to get Morton on. Morton I want to keep him busy because, Morton likes his projects. So I might get Morton to make up some flower presses that we could put on the 1870 studio website. Oh, Gus the Groundhog. Thank you, Vanessa. Don't use wax paper. Don't use wax paper. It needs to absorb. You can put it between wax paper, but you might get some color bleeding. So things like toilet paper, tissues, white, it just needs to be white. Don't have ink on it. So this works just like this. This is a piece of wood on top. We'll take this piece off. I love this. Morton could wood burn on here. That would be I want to ask him how he feels about doing that. I think he might feel good about this. So this is one that I pressed. I pressed this last summer with our granddaughter. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper here to put what we're taking outs on. Get this out of the way. The flowers get really delicate when you pick them, but once you put them in and dry them, you can see here, look, that's super sturdy. Whoop. And there's one on the back. This was from a bouquet that Morton got me. And I truthfully don't know what that little flower is, but it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is great for when you're doing paper making too. So this is how I take mine apart. And you can see it's a stack of cardboard, a stack of white paper, and this paper here, it's kind of like cardstock. Look at that gorgeous leaf. Oh my goodness. Perfect, perfect. Another one of the blue flowers. See, I think I'm going to use these and turn them into little fairies or things. Like we're going to make art out of these too. And turn your page over and you can, I have been using this for over 20 years. You can totally use books, totally. If you're using a book, when we go to stack this through, I'll stack into a book and show you. But look at this. Look how gorgeous that came out. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, oh, look at that leaf. I love it. And these, you can make so many things out of dried flowers. Now, these ones, I want to show you this really quick. These ones here, this guy, because this guy did not have, it didn't have much color to it. See that? So I'm going to take some water. Let's get on to our lovely and lush Van Gogh watercolors. And I have never done this before. I love doing things with you that I've never done before. So I'm just going to mix up some watercolor paint. And I think this is going to be beautiful. Oh, it was dark on here. Let me grab a different color. I had dark brown on there. Oh, let's get that pretty blue. That pretty blue will be nice. So I'm just going to paint these. Just going to paint them. I might experiment with markers on some too. The watercolor, because it's all so dry, the watercolor is not sticking perfectly. But then like this painting that we did last Watercolor Wednesday, I could put it here. Let me quickly, I'm going to press this off. I'll press it off right there. We'll get that little blue smudgy there. But let me get a little marker here. Let me see what a marker looks like on this. This one is a green marker, but that's okay. Put this right up here. I'm going to turn this over. We'll experiment on the back side. If you want to give them color, I'm sure you can give them color after they're dry. I should do it on these ferns because they are green. Do that. Yep, 100%. You can color. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. So you can color these after. And I'm super sorry. I'm lost in my art now. I'm not reading the screens. To dry them, how long does it take? You can use acrylic, but thin it down a little bit. To dry these have been, these have been drying for a long time. Typically just about maybe a week. Depends on the moisture. But you can see some of these are on cardboard, and sometimes I'll just do this too. I'll just tap and they'll just come right off. Look how beautiful. But I like to save grass and all of it. And look on the back side, because looky, we have this little guy hiding. This is going to make the most beautiful little things. But you just want to be careful. You can stack these, but you don't want to bend these because they can snap. So like as I'm collecting them, and typically when I'm going through and collecting my flowers like this, I'll just lift it up. Look at these ones, are so pretty. Oh, but normally I just tilt them over and they come right off. They're so beautiful. I'm going to make some paintings out of these. You can put dried flowers, and I forget what kind these were, but gosh, I had a lot of them. Look at them. And see how the color can come off? Can you see that? And I like to save all the little doodads. I'll do something with, what were these? I know what these are. These, I remember these now. We were picking wildflowers too. And these come off of the trees. They fly down like the little parachutes. And look at these. I think I'm going to turn these into dragonfly wings. Look at them. Whatever it is, they have a little seed pod in them, and they twirl down. Oops, that one tore. We could maybe use it for something else. And this is actually a good thing to show you. See this darkness here? That's like a little bit of, this has a seed pod in it. So the seed deteriorated. But look how, oh my gosh, they're translucent. They're lovely. So that piece of paper I'll probably replace, because this has been through the mill. And because mine is an odd shape, paper, I'll just use this as my template and do it. But you can do it with, it can be on cardboard. There's some, let's see how they came out. I just love how lacy they look. And you can take your time, be more careful than I'm being right now. The cardboard and this, oh, that's a good one. That came out really pretty. I truthfully like to do it best on the white paper. But these ones, they got a little messy. I'm gonna set these over here. I'll do these later. I just want to look through and see if we have any other cool flowers in here. Look at these. Oh, these were lilacs. These were lilacs. That's a dried lilac. Look at that. I love that. This paper is just like a cardstock. You don't want to use anything glossy. Look at the little lilacs. They're beautiful. And these are dainty and delicate, so be careful when you're working with them. If we have time tonight, I'll make a little picture up and show you these. What were you? My granddaughter and I were experimenting, but these are 100% lilacs. I'm gonna save these. I'm gonna use these tonight. I'm gonna use these little lilacs tonight. I use lilac. I use one of these. Oops, I'm so sorry. One of those. I think I'll use one of those. More lilacs. Look at those. Oh, we got some other pretty ones down here. Now, I left these in for ages. These have been in for 1 year. You do not necessarily have to do that. And Morton is fantabulous. Morton, as you can imagine, nothing is stopping him. He is just... These came out so gorgeous, these lilacs. I already know what we're going to be making with that. So I'll show you how to stack these up. It's pretty self-explanatory. And look, this one's coming apart. Don't freak out. Like, that'll make a beautiful little dragonfly. And yours won't do this if you take them out straight away. In like a month. Just check on them as you go. The lilacs, I'm shocked how beautiful those lilacs came out. Oh, they're my favorite flower. I think I might have some lily of the valley in here too. These were spring flowers last year. Look at the lilacs. Oh, I love them. Love them, love them. Here's lilac leaves. The leaves of a lilac. I'll put some of those in our creation. Almost to the bottom. I was hoping that I did some lily of the valley last year, but I don't see any. Oh, we'll use that little leaf. Look at that little baby. I can't get over it. These are like surprisingly sturdy. I thought these would be more fragile than they are. The lilacs really did good. Yeah, oh, the lilacs would make a good forest. Tracy, that's a brilliant idea. Look at this, look at that. That stayed super. Oh, that might be that blue flower that Morton bought me, blue flower, these pretty blue flowers. But the color definitely will fade away. And that's what tonight we're going to experiment with, getting our color back. Or, like, think about it, that on the horizon, that is a forest. You're absolutely right about that. A couple little doodads. Maggie and I experimented with this. Okay. I want to show you how to stack. And I got to get the rest of these off. Oh, here's violets. Look at the color of the violets. They stayed. The violets stayed. Oh, they're stunning. Look at that color. And you just want to gently I typically will just gently like prise them around and then tilt them off. Did you ever see Christmas Story with Ralphie? When his dad won a major award and it was Fragile? Think of these as Fragile. These are Fragiles. Look at this color. See, that's the other thing you can do. You can take paper, press it, and then go with it just like that. You don't have to take them off. You could pour resin on these. You could do so many cool things on these. So many cool things on these. Out your way. Oh, if you will know me if you see me in our car. It's white and the license plate says the 1870. And say hello if you see me out and about. I would love that. Okay, so I'm just going to gently push these around and then tap them down. Tap them off of there. I'm going to save a couple of those to put in our picture too that we make. Look, that looks like a little bird sitting on a flower. See him? Oh my goodness. You can get so creative with dried flowers. There's so much you can do with them. They're so beautiful. I love these. These remind me a lot of little birds. And more violets. And then I even put them on the I even put them on there. They came right off. Oh, we got treasure. We got treasure here. So I normally don't put them all the way on the bottom. I must have been carried away with myself. I'll take and use that little one too. Look at that. That's so pretty. And just give them a little nudge with your finger and then tap them off. And you can spread these out more. If I wasn't trying to keep it all on the camera, I would spread them out more. But these are, that's all of our dried flowers here. I'm gonna set those to the side. That'll give us lots of fun stuff to play with. Okay, now, if you are doing this by yourself right now, let me find some paper. Looking for some paper. I forgot to get a roll of toilet paper out. I was gonna show you with toilet paper. Oops, that's a sketchbook. I don't want to use sketch paper. Well, you could. I mean, you could use stuff like this, but it's typically more spendy, so I probably wouldn't use that. So we're going to pretend that this is clean toilet paper. Actually, we'll pretend with this. And this I like to just start setting it up right from the bottom. So we will put our screws back through. Our screws have wing nuts on them. And you know what? Since it worked the last time going right onto the wood, I'm going to do that again. Why not? So there we have that. Now, if I was doing it in a book, what I would do is open the book and I would put in a sheet of paper, put my flower, put another sheet of paper on the top, and then close it. And I like to work like this. I start at the back of the book, put one in, and I go a couple pages, put another in, go a couple pages, put another in, and carry it on. And then when you get all done, it won't close down flat because you have created all these layers in here, but just set something heavy on here and that'll work perfectly for you. But we don't have to just use a book tonight. We're going to use this, and these are these beautiful little flowers that are a weed, really. And I'm going to just dissect these off. Now we'll keep an eye on these. Next week we'll peek in on these again. These have, some of them, I didn't realize this, they have these little, look at that. Oh, you know, I'm 60 years old and I've never taken one of these apart before. I've been loving these since I was a kid. This looks like something you'd find in Whoville. Look at it. Oh, so pretty. This little tippity top one, and you can judge for yourself, but this little tippity top one, look, I'm going to pinch this out. I'm going to put him down like that. He's going to stay together like that. And then this guy, even though he's big and whatnot, I'm going to set him there. But you have to give this stuff room. So when you squish it down, we'll put our next paper on. We'll put this on. You have to give them room so they'll squish together. Now with this press, I'm just going to press that down. See how it's standing up? Look, I'm just going to push it right down. And thank you everybody for being here. And thanks for all of your comments and all. Did you just hear that cracking noise? That was that squishing, and that's totally fine. So these, oh, I gotta smell these first. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. Can you see these? How is the light? I hope it's good for you. These smell so good, and I wanna put these on like this. I want to actually put them on. I think I'm gonna put them on well, I'll put them on like that. They'll do okay in cardboard. I'm gonna put one on like this, just a whole one like that. I'm gonna give it its own little shelf. Put this on. Now this is my sad part. When I do this, because you gotta squish it down. You got to. I'll take another piece of cardboard and put my cardboard on. I squish it, but I don't go back and look. Don't go back and look. Squish it, but don't go back and look. The more you disturb it, like the weirder it will get. I have learned this. Trust me on this one. Don't go back and look. And then just keep pushing pressure down on here. You're going to be tempted to peek. Don't do it. So these bleeding hearts, I'm going to put them in like a 1-2. Maybe. Nope. I'm not. Because see, they'll squish together. We don't want that. So I'm going to take these off. I need a third hand. Take these off. Up at the top, I might let those on. Those are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous flower. You want to give them room. They need a little room. These guys up here can stay. They can stay. They won't interfere with each other. Now again, get super brave. Put your piece of paper down. Put a piece of paper down. Try to not wiggle or move. And then I like to use cardboard for my big squishes. Squish it, keep the pressure. Don't be tempted. Okay, so this one, we'll put a couple little ferns on here. And these ferns I had picked a little earlier, so they started to curl up a little bit. They'll look beautiful. Take a piece of paper, put paper on top. Oh, had a little lilac still stuck on that one. I should be replacing some of this paper, but I'm not going to. I'm going to get these in. And this one, look at this one. I'm going to experiment by pushing this one flat. Look how big it is. This is a big, giant one. This one's going to be fun to see how it comes out. But again, I take a fairly clean sheet of paper. And then I'm going to look for my cardboard and go straight down. Smush it straight down. Don't wiggle it. Don't lift it up. Smush it. Purple nettle, thank you. You're awesome. I just saw that. So this is to absorb moisture, because all these plants have moisture in them. And this is columbine. I love it. I'm not quite sure how it will flatten. And because the petals are open like that, I'm going to take this in and just set it like this to smush down. We'll have to just see what happens with this. I'm going to take a couple slices of that, push that down and hold. Keep holding. I'm going to put those there. I think they're going to look pretty squished like that. Keep a hold. Push this down. I didn't get my card. I should have my card. I'm running out of card. Oh, maybe I don't smush these. Maybe I keep these by my bed tonight. I'm going to keep these by my bed tonight. They make me so happy when I smell them. I love Lily of the Valley. That's what I'm going to do with that one. Look at that beautiful bloom. Oh, and the color will stay if we do it right away. Look, see, I just went straight down. Just go straight down. Look at that one. This one, the other thing you can do with this one too, we'll do it with this one, is you can pinch this back part off. And it kind of helps it stay a little bit straighter. I'll put that on. Put this on. and then put our little mice on the top. Look at that. How sweet is that? Morton and I had so much fun. We would pick flowers, and Morton was so adorable. He would say, like, here's a good one for your flower press. So now this part, because this is a regular press, and thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tammy, and thanks everybody who's been sending gifts. You're lovely. So you kind of gotta, look, I'm pushing this corner way down, and there's 1,000 ways to do everything or more. This is how I do it. Yes, you can definitely dry herbs like this. So now I'm coming to the opposite corner, and I push it down as far as it'll go. And then get your little lug nut, whatever the heck this is called, on there. And then I feel like it's not going to spring anywhere on me. And then I can put these other ones on. See how much it goes down. And then what I do, like maybe every 2 or 3 days, I'll tighten this. These will tighten even further. You can tighten them up like every 2 to 3 days I do it. And I think we'll have dried flowers in a week from these. Yeah, the waiting is tough. And this last one, none of these go down even. It doesn't matter. You're just applying pressure. These are so easy to make. You can make these yourself. It's two pieces of board, and I just like to look and make sure they're all really tight down. I pick it up, give it a squeeze. I hold my finger down here to stop that screw from spinning, and then just tighten that up. Look, I was able to, even though I thought they were tight, each day I'll be able to tighten them a little bit more. Love it. Love it. That one's tight. And there it sits. And then we'll keep checking on them. I don't want to get rid of my little groundhog. My granddaughter painted for us. Okay, let's do some creating. Last week on Watercolor Wednesday, I painted this. It's done in watercolor. But what about if we put some trees up there that were lilacs? We could do that. Where's my glue? No, I don't have my glue. Okay, we're going to pretend I have glue. We're going to pretend there's glue here. These are going to look super cool. Who said do these in lilacs? That's genius. I mean, as trees. That is genius. You don't even got to color them. Maybe just that one. Look how cool that looks. Maybe just that one is a tree. Maybe. Yeah. And thank you, beautiful watercolor. I'm gonna paint one. Let's see if I can do a little painting. Make the watercolors wet. I have boxes of art supplies I need to open. I have been slacking. Slacking in the hospital. This is a board. Whenever you get stuff like this, don't throw it away. This is a cardboard board, but you can do cool stuff with this. Look, you can paint on this. Do you know this? You can paint on this stuff. Let's make a little line. Let's just make a little line across here. a little horizon. I like to put, when I have pressed flowers, I like to put, this is actually lush to paint on. I like to put my pressed flowers under glass. It just saves them from being bumped, but I like to take a little glue. I don't have any, my glue must be up by the bed. I was making all those cherry blossoms. Must be up there. Just gonna put some dark in the back. It feels good to paint. I might take my paints into the hospital tomorrow. They seem to be totally fine with me having a little craft corner in there. I might have to do that. Let's take a little of that color and just go right down in through there. That's a pretty little color. A little sunshine. Little sunshine. Let's grab a little of that. So my idea on here was to take these. Though I see a perfect, that's like a heart shape there. I got to turn this into a heart. I have to. It has to be one side of the heart. So I'm going to put it on here. Let's think about this. I'll put it right up here. And let's go for some blue. Wait, watercolors didn't work great on these. I'm going to do it with watercolor anyway. I'm going to just put some on the top. It'll dry. Watercolors don't work great on here. I have markers that will. And I definitely want to turn that one into a heart. It's just that one side of it looks so much like a heart. And that totally is a fairy wing. Okay, maybe I'll leave my painting till Watercolor Wednesday, and then we'll play with that. I'm gonna leave that like that. So we've harvested a whole crop of these, and you could, I bet I could spritz these with water that I have paint in too. Bet I could do that. We'll experiment with that, but not tonight. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock and I know without a doubt, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, 5 or 6. Morton is just he's getting so much better every single day. And this morning, I have to give you Morton an update now. And if you're watching this replay on YouTube, because I'm going to put it on our YouTube channel, bear with me. Yes, I have used watercolor pens and a brush, and they're awesome. Hi, Dawn. And when I went into Morton's room this morning, he was sleeping, and that's the first morning that's happened. Usually he's looking at the door when I go in. And if I'm not like right there, like going right over to him, he does this. Like I don't know to go right over to him. But Morton had a great day. He walks all by himself. He's 56, and I'm super excited because he goes to the bathroom. Hi, Corey. Goes to the bathroom now by himself. He gets himself unplugged. He's still hooked up to the oxygen that's like that strap, and he's still hooked up. Oh, he has that thing sticking out of his neck that they used to put the drugs in. And that's it. The rest of him is all disconnected, and he's just doing great. And everybody loves him, of course. And he's Sweet Morton, he's like, he apologizes for everything. Like when he burps, anything, like sorry to bother you or whatever. And I think they love his little manners. Morton has great manners. But I had a wonderful day. I met so many people today who are just, and we have been the whole time. But today, I think today felt super normal. You've been just surviving. Glad you came in tonight. Dawn, I'm so glad you're here. Morton is doing so good, and he's going to be home on Saturday. That's what somebody said that that Morton should bake bread, but there are a lot of people there today. I didn't count, but easily I gave away 50 at least pieces of sea glass that I wired wrapped today, and everybody loved them. They were all so happy. I was giving them, even like the person who came in to bring his lunch tray, and everybody was so shocked and surprised when I said just pick a piece of sea glass. Morton's doing good. He has a stack of cards to open. He has a whole bunch of packages to open. When he gets home, you're spoiling him. And Jill, and Julie, thank you for the lovely paper crane. I love because he's from Scotland and the sea glass is from Scotland. So they'll have a little piece of sea glass. And we haven't met any of them yet who have been to Scotland. And they're all so happy that it came from Scotland. So thank you, Jen Mel. So yeah, and I have a photograph of a watercolor painting I did in Scotland of the Fourth Rail Bridge. So I took, your card's from Scotland, that's so cool. I took the picture in so I could show them where the sea glass came from, so. And tomorrow, I'm going to be doing it again tomorrow. My fingers are all, I don't know if you can see, but when you wire wrap, it really gets your fingers. My fingers are bitey, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I think I might take watercolors in. Paintings are a little bit different because like somebody might like this, but somebody might not like it. So I don't want to just be like, hey, hey, here's a painting, enjoy it. Oh, that's cool. I hope you win. You will love it. We had planned on going to Scotland in September, and maybe we'll be still able to. Maybe we'll still be able to. Morton is strong and he's doing great. What is this? This is May, June, July, August. Yeah, maybe September. Hey, Irish. But it's been a wonderful day. He's doing, yay, Stephanie, I'm so happy. It's been since the 70s since you've been there. A lot has changed. Well, it's weird. In Edinburgh, really not a whole lot changes. Down around the Parliament building, there have been a lot of changes there. But, most of the city, it stays the same. Just because it's so historic and gorgeous in Edinburgh. But I'm going to say nighty-night. I got to go grab my shower and pack a mystery package up. Thank you. People have been being awesome and going to the studio site. Mystery packages and the sea glass are what's popular right now. Inverness is a couple hours north of Edinburgh. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. But everybody, thank you for being here. Tomorrow night will be Friday night. We'll do something fun tomorrow night. It's good fun. I was looking forward all day long to coming home and doing the flower pressing with you. And I still have my Italian crepe paper here, but I want to make some big blooms. So maybe we'll do that on Friday night. We'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes, but I hope everybody has the most beautiful night. I hope you have sweet, happy dreams. Thank you for being here, and thanks for all the gifts and all the love and kisses and hugs to everybody, and special hellos to our family members, our subscribers. TikTok just released this feature, and Morton and I are going to start doing it. You can make subscriber only videos. How bizarre is that? I want to make some. I want to make some. I appreciate you being a subscriber. It's mind blowing. It's really, you guys. Yeah, you definitely humble us with your love. It's amazing. You're incredible. And thanks for being here. I'm going to go see if I have the energy for a shower. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a sweet night. Nighty night.